Hello, Bibliophiles. This is Shraddha. Welcome back. I had the honor of talking to the absolutely lovely and super sweet author Cindy Ray Hale, and today I'm here to share the whole conversation with you people. It's so much fun. We talk about so many cool stuff. And if you guys follow me, on Instagram, I even have some behind the scenes that I wanted to share. So it's on my Instagram. So just check those out too. It was really fun. All right. So I don't want to keep you any longer. Please continue watching. Please welcome the phenomenal author Cindy Ray Hale. First of all, thank you so much, Cindy, for giving me the opportunity to talk to you. It's such an honor to have you. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So I've got a bunch of questions for you. Would you please answer them?
Sure, I'd love to.
Okay, starting with my very first question. What has influenced you the most as a writer?
I would say probably going to conferences and meeting other authors and being inspired by them and seeing the success that they had, and also being on like Facebook groups. I really love the Writing Gals Facebook group. It's for authors, and they're 4 sweet romance authors, and they also have a YouTube channel, and they give all of these like tips and tricks and everything for how to be successful as a writer and as a publisher, a self-publisher. So that's been really huge help.
Okay, my next question. Do you like audiobooks, physical books, or ebooks better, and why?
I would probably say audiobooks because most of the time when I'm listening to them, it's just I'm driving around in the car, and I get through a lot of books doing that. So
Audiobooks, yes.
yeah.
Okay, my next question. What behind the scenes tidbit in your life would probably surprise your readers the most?
Oh, so this is a really fun question. I'm actually a gamer girl, and I don't like a lot of people don't know that about me, but I've been playing World of Warcraft since like 2004 when the game launched. And my husband and I like to play together at night, so I get all my writing done, and then I get to reward myself with playing my game. And it's kind of a social community too, and there's like I have friends and everything in there, and I'm in a leadership position, and yeah, it's a whole thing.
That's great. My next question. What is the funniest typo you have ever written?
Okay, this is kind of funny one. So a lot of times when I'm typing, I will be like, he popped the popcorn or something like that, and I'll accidentally type pooped instead of popped. And so I like have to catch myself. I do it all the time. And so I was like, oh yeah, I really don't want to miss that one.
Has it ever really happened that you make that typo and somebody else points it out for you and you don't, you're not able to find it?
No, thank goodness. I've always called. But I'm an editor too, so I have a pretty sharp eye for typos. Yeah.
Okay. My next question. What are your favorite novels?
So I really love Emma St. Clair. She writes these rom-com books, and they're so cute and funny and relatable, and they're just like easy to get through, and I listen to those on Audible.
Right. I actually haven't given her books a try. I think I would now.
Yeah, she's fantastic.
Right. Any other authors? Like one of my favorite authors is Cassandra Clare. Have you read any of her books?
Uh-huh. Yeah, she's really good too.
I love her books. And okay, going a little off track. Did you read Chain of Gold, the Last Hour series?
I haven't read that yet. I read like some of her earlier ones, like I think it was Clockwork Angel and that series, and then I read like the I think it's the Immortal Instruments, something like that. Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, one I actually I was just okay. That's cool. I have read the moral instruments and everything, so yeah, that's really cool. My next question: what genre do you dislike the most, and what genre do you like the most?
I mean, this is kind of a hard one. I would say, like, for reading, I haven't actually read this genre, not too much, but I would say probably horror, just because I get kind of creeped out. And I really like rom-com the most. That's what I'm writing the most right now. I edit some of that for some of my clients, and that's what Emma St. Clair's books are that I'm reading. Um, just the like sweet, fluffy, silly stuff.
Okay, now I'm not able to watch horror movies. Are you able to watch horror movies like without freaking out?
I used to, and now I just don't like it anymore.
Well, it's not a thing with like and dislike for me. I literally just freak out so much. Like, it's so scary. Like the other day, I watched The Nun. Like I guess it was last year or months ago. I don't remember anymore. And like at that time, I was watching it in the afternoon. I'm not scared. And then I enter the washroom. I see water, and you have watched the movie, right? Sorry, I just
They're
went.
called The Nun.
Yeah, The Nun. I'm just sorry. I didn't realize.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one. I don't plan on watching it, so you're all good.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I'm sorry. I just kind of continued with my rant. I'm sorry. Uh, Okay, moving on. If you had to describe yourself in 3 words, what would they be?
Probably like kind, um, like determined, and like a dreamer.
Oh,
And
that's a
yeah, being an author takes a lot of dreaming and planning, and it takes a lot of mostly being kind to yourself and being kind to your readers and things like that. And then being determined, like, it's so hard to write these books sometimes. Like sometimes it's easy, and but most of the time it's really hard. So you have to be a really determined person to do it.
right. Okay, now this one's kind of funny. Do you Google yourself?
I have, yeah. I have done a lot of blog tours and things like that. So I have a lot of like I have quite a big digital footprint, and I'm also on all the social media platforms and stuff. So
Right. Now it does not happen, but earlier when I used to Google my name, a photo of a saint would come up. Apparently, there was a saint who had my first name, I think, something like that. And whenever you Google my name, a picture of the saint would come up, and I got so what should I say? The stuff maybe I stopped googling myself. Fortunately, it does not happen now, but at that time it was so frustrating that you write my name on Google, same would come up. Yeah, it's so weird. Okay, my next question. What was the hardest scene to write? Like out of all your books, which scene did you find the hardest?
that's a really tough question. Probably the one that comes to my mind specifically that I really kind of felt like this is really tough was this book came out in November. It's called Her Princess Secret Past. And there's an element of suspense in the story, which I've started adding some more suspense in some of my books. And it was the end scene, like the main climax of the book, and it was just like there were just so many different elements involved and different like angles and different like people were all around the room, and I had to like keep track of where everybody was. Um and then at one point I wanted to have like a gun involved in the scene, and I had to go back and like add things to the story to make it seem like the gun didn't just pop out of nowhere, you know. So there was just a lot of logistics involved in that scene.
Right. So a new book is coming out on June 8th. Congratulations for that, by the way. So
Thank you.
yeah, I've got a bunch of questions about that book as well. So would you please answer them as well?
Sure, I'd love to.
All right, my first question. Could you tell us something about this novel?
Yeah, so this novel is a rom-com as well. It's the fourth book in my Maple Creek Sweet Romance series, and it's about it's a fake romance where this ex-military guy is protecting his best friend's little sister from her ex-husband who's stalking her. And so they get into this fake relationship to kind of like chase off this guy and keep him from, bothering her. And then all of this funny stuff ends up happening, and they pull pranks on the guy to run him out of town. And like, so it was kind of hard to write this book because it was like, there's so many, it's such a serious story with the whole like suspense element to it, and there's this creepy guy, and that's really scary, but then at the same time, and it was like silly because all of these funny things keep happening. So kind of I would compare it to maybe like Home Alone.
Fake relationship is like one of my favorite tropes, so I'm excited about this one.
Yeah. So
What's
actually, sorry, what?
your favorite trope?
My favorite trope, probably fake romance. I really love it.
Oh, like, but if I were to pick one, I'd say enemies to lovers because I'm just so in love with that, the intensity, everything. But fake romance is definitely one of them because it's so
Mhm.
fun, they're like, it's fake, then it slowly becomes real and everything. So it's kind of cool.
Yeah. So my whole entire Maple Creek romantic comedy series, each book in that series starts out with an impulsive kiss and a fake romance.
Oh, kind of
Yeah.
cool.
So all four of those books have a fake romance.
So cool.
Yeah.
So what was the writing process like?
So this was kind of crazy. I put the book up on pre-order back in September when I had I had a Christmas book come out in the series, and it's book 3. So this one's book 4, and it got put up on pre-order, and I had to start plotting it back in September when I was gonna, because I had to write the whole like summary and description of what the book was about, and I had to design the cover and everything like that, which I designed myself. And after that, I had all these other things happen in my life that prevented me from writing it until May, because I had a baby and I had other books that I was like, I had commitments to write with deadlines and everything. And so it ended up this got pushed back all the way to re-released in June. So I wrote it in like a month in May, and it was crazy. I would just get my editing work for my clients done in the morning, and then from like 4 to 6 I would just write, and I could get out almost a chapter a day doing that. Sometimes it would take a couple days to pull out the chapter if it was going slow, but
That's so amazing.
it was fast.
Yeah, it was. Okay. Where did the idea for this story came from?
So the idea kind of followed a lot of the ideas from the other books in the series, because they all start out with this fake relationship and this impulsive kiss and everything like that. And usually there's some circumstance that pushes them, and then they just randomly like kiss each other, and they're like, what was that? But and it's this feeling of like, wow, that was unexpected, but there was this spark between us, and it was really nice, and but we shouldn't do that again. So each book kind of has that element to it, and so that kind of got me started with the idea. But I also wanted to do, because this guy's ex-military, I wanted to do something with military in it because I hadn't done that before. And also he's a school teacher, and so I have never written a story about a school teacher, and she's an ice cream shop owner. So, and she also shows up in some of the other books, like she's in Her Princess Secret Past, and I think she's also in book 2 of the rom-com series. So it was just kind of like there were already all these little seeds planted, and it was just a matter of like pulling everything together.
That's lovely.
So and inspired some of it too.
Do you have a favorite romance movie?
Oh, probably like You've Got Mail. I love that movie. And that is also Enemies to Lovers.
I love Enemies to Lovers. Like anytime, anywhere, it just has to be Enemies to Lovers, and I'll read it.
Yeah, You've Got Mail is just such a classic. I think it's on Netflix right now. So
I'll check it out. I actually haven't watched it, but I'll definitely check it out.
it's so worth watching. It's an old one, but it's just like a classic.
Right. As we approach the end of this chat, would you like to say anything to your readers?
Yeah. So if you guys have any big dreams or anything like that, I just encourage you, don't give up on them, because it's just like things get really hard and you just have to stick with it if you ever want to see like your dreams come to fruition. Because for me, it was really hard to write my first book, and I just kept doing it and persevering, and that's where all of my determination came in. I was just like, this is happening no matter what, this is happening. And then I became determined to write for the rest of my life. I just, every day till the day I die, I just want to be a writer. And so if you work really hard, you can make that happen for yourself. So just don't give up when it gets hard, because it will get hard.
That's really inspirational. Thank you so much, Cindy, for your time. It meant so much to me that I got the opportunity to talk to you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for having me. It was really fun.
It was an honor.
I want to start by thanking Cindy for giving me the honor of talking to her. It was really fun. She's super sweet and lovely, as I said in the very beginning. And thank you guys for watching this video up till the very end. I hope you like it. Also, as we talk about it in the video as well, her latest book comes out on June 8th. So keep an eye out for that as well. You don't want to miss it. So yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about today. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. If you did, then hit the like button, subscribe to my channel if you already haven't, and in case you're new, a very huge warm welcome to you. I hope you stick around. Well, I think I should have said this in the beginning, but it totally skipped my mind. So you know, we are weird people, we do things wrong, but at the end of the day, we're still friends, right? So yeah, if you're new, hit the subscribe button, and if you appreciate my efforts, then share this video as well. This was it. I'll see people really soon. In the meantime, please stay tuned.